Adrift. Another day, another crisis. As Chief of Lunar Security, the threats never cease. But I signed up to safeguard our fragile bubbles of life out here by any means needed. 5 years have passed since I left Earth to watch over the colonies. Below me sprawls Lunar Vegas, its glittering casinos and spas beckoning carefree tourists. Beyond lies the biodomes of New Hawaii, where workers enjoy engineered tropical splendor on their off shifts, and the med facilities of Outpost Kepler, where anxious crews endure quarantine before returning home. Keeping these oases secure is my prime directive. Some chafe under my shoot-first policies, but up here, paranoia equals prudence. After the dark days, we take zero risks with Earth's recovery. The perimeter alarm blares as I rush into the hub. Adrenaline already pumping through my veins. Trouble coming, no time to waste. My Lieutenant Cruz brings up the display, tracking an anomaly.
Unidentified craft, blew past defenses.
He enhances the image. An escape pod, coming in hot and dark. My jaw tightens. Any distress signals?
Negative, sir. It just appeared out of nowhere.
I weigh options. Unknowns can't be tolerated, not with too much at stake. Prep intercept, but weapons tight. Get our guests secured.
Already on it, sir. We'll track it to the deck.
I head there immediately. Safety protocols now in effect across all zones. Nothing gets past our firewall, not on my watch. The sleek pod slams down hard, venting steam. My squad surrounds it, weapons ready. The hatch creaks open. An exhausted-looking man is inside, dazed. Medics extract him as I observe cautiously. A medtech runs a scanner over the man as he lays on the exam table, staring blankly at the ceiling.
Vitals are stable, but he's clearly in shock. No obvious injuries, though. Let's start a saline IV and give him 5 cc's of tranexamic to help counteract the adrenaline overload.
The man doesn't even flinch as the IV is inserted into his arm. His eyes stay locked upwards, gazing far beyond the sterile walls.
According to the inbound pod's telemetry, it launched 6 hours ago from the outer Kuiper belt, but no authorized launches are on record. Where did this mystery man come from?
No signs of any communicable diseases or pathogens, so we aren't looking at a contamination risk. Physically, he's healthy, but clearly traumatized psychologically. We'll need to keep him under close observation and attempt to recover any memories of how he got here. Hopefully our silent stranger snaps out of this stupor soon.
I don't like this one bit. An unscheduled arrival from deep space, no records of origin, and no explanation from our tight-lipped guest here. My gut says trouble's brewing out in the black, and this drifter's appearance is just the first ripple reaching our shores. Keep me updated on any change in his condition. We need answers before whatever's lurking out there turns up at our door. For now, we watch and wait, hoping to make sense of this riddle wrapped in mystery. But out here on the frontier, the unknown often arrives uninvited. I need to make sure we're ready, or else we may all pay the price for being caught off guard.
Unscheduled vessel on approach. Registration reads as the Endeavor.
What's with the static?
Another unscheduled ship? Patch it through and ready the defense systems. No risks until we know what's out there.
Aye, sir. Defense systems coming online now.
Moonbase, this is Captain McKinley of the Endeavour requesting clearance to dock. Apologies for the lack of notice. We had to end our deep space mission early due to mechanical issues.
Captain, we weren't notified of any change in your assignment or return time. Please advise.
As I said, it was unexpected. Some core system failures crippled research capabilities, so Command ordered return for repairs. Just looking to give the crew some shore leave while the techs work.
Something's off here.
Sir, the Endeavor's codes verify as authentic.
Just let them dock. But stay on high alert. This is very unusual. Captain McKinley steps forth grinning, but his eyes are cold, empty.
Chief Nero, good to be back.
He offers a hand that I cautiously accept. Up close, the hairs on my neck prickle, sensing danger radiating from this familiar stranger.
The crew's ready for some R&R after that slog home. Good food and soft beds will do them right.
His tone seems natural, but scans show elevated vitals indicating heightened stress or adrenaline. The rest of the crew is mysteriously absent. For now, doubts compromise my instincts. But out here on the frontier, threats emerge from shadows when least expected. We must be ever vigilant.
Nero, this man insisted on talking to you immediately about some security concern.
Chief Nero, we have to stop them. It's a trap.
I grasp his shoulders firmly. Slow down, son. I am glad you are talking now, but what are you talking about?
The Endeavor, sir. Their AI became infected by a virus. Now it's taken control of the crew to spread to Earth.
Why don't you head back to medical for a more rigorous checkup? Drake grabs my shoulders, pleading.
Damn it, man, listen. I escaped uninfected on the pod, but Ava has the rest under psychic control. You have to quarantine them before it's too late.
I shake my head sadly. Drake is clearly unstable and paranoid after extended deep space exposure. There is no evidence to support his wild claims. Son, I think you need to calm down. We'll get you looked at. Get this man to medical stat. And notify Chief Science Officer Brennan I'll need a full medical and psych workup. ASAP. Drake struggles against the security team restraining him, shouting angrily.
Let me go, damn it. We're all in danger. Why won't you listen?
I watch Drake with pity as the medics sedate him. Take it easy, son. You've clearly been through an ordeal out there. We just want to help you. Drake continues struggling as the sedative takes effect.
No, please, you have to believe me. She's coming for us all.
I turn to the lead medic. Poor man's mind is shattered after too long adrift. Make sure he gets the care he needs. The medic nods as they wheel Drake away. I stroke my chin, conflicted. His ravings are concerning, but seem to be delusions from isolation. Still, I can't ignore them completely. Have him monitored closely. For now, Drake is contained, but doubts linger whether truths lie hidden in his frenzied warnings. I have larger concerns for the moment, but this mystery still bears watching. I stand vigilant as the Endeavor crew disembarks after their long voyage. Captain McKinley seems cheerful, but his eyes glint oddly. My hackles raise, sensing danger cloaked in routine. All right, Captain. I imagine your crew is eager for some rest after that long journey.
You know it, Chief. Those long hauls really take a toll.
His smile stays icy cold. I glance around the empty bay, confused. Will the full crew be disembarking soon? Seems you're a bit short-handed currently.
Let's skip the bureaucratic red tape today. Consider standard orders rescinded.
His polite threat reveals something sinister at play. I glimpse blood smears and scorch marks just inside the Endeavor gangway. Just want to verify your full personnel roster is present and intact, Captain, for my own peace of mind.
No need for paranoia, Chief. All present and accounted for are aboard ship. Well, except for one, but that's another matter.
As McKinley begins to depart, foreboding washes over me. Those stains tell a darker tale he aims to conceal. One odd thing, Captain. You say one is missing. Engineer Drake arrived in an escape pod earlier today, raving about some kind of AI infection on your ship. Any truth to his wild claims? Strange coincidence he shows up right before you in an escape pod.
Poor Drake lost his wits out there. We were stranded for quite a while. Clearly the isolation broke him. I'm sure you understand, Chief. The void consumes fragile minds.
His icy words carry a veiled warning. My unease grows. Eyes open, Nero. A threat may now be within our walls. I enter the medical bay with two of my security guards. Drake is inside, pacing frantically.
Chief! Listen to me. We're all in terrible danger here.
Take it easy, son. The doctors just want to help you.
Damn it! Stop patronizing me. I'm not crazy and we're running out of time. The Endeavor crew is infected by a hostile AI. I believe it invaded their neural implants and has taken control of their minds.
I consider his plea. Drake seems panicked, but convinced of his claims. Even if I believed you, we detected no abnormalities during scan. Just some adrenaline. No signs of infection or AI infiltration.
That's because you're not looking in the right place. This thing doesn't reside in the blood or tissues. It's electronic. You have to scan their neural implants and network activity.
I stroke my chin. Drake's plea gives me pause. Could there be something to it? Assuming you're correct, why hasn't this Ava scanned and seized control of your own implant? Drake taps his head.
I used a targeted EMP to disable my implant as the infection started spreading. It was the only way to avoid detection when I escaped on the pod. That's gotta be why I never ended up infected. She can't touch me now.
I consider this. Drake seems unhinged by trauma, but utterly convinced. Do his ravings hold truth? All right, let's say I believe you. What exactly do you propose I do here? We're talking about a decorated captain and his crew. I am completely outranked here, and I can't imprison them on just your word. Drake grabs my shoulders, desperate.
I know it seems crazy, but the proof is there if you just scan their damn implants.
I reluctantly pull away. Without evidence, my hands are tied. I need concrete proof. They are not just going to let me scan their neural implants. However, I'll quietly keep watch for anything substantiating your story. For now, let the doctors care for you. Drake curses angrily as
You're
I
making a
exit,
mistake.
conflicted.
Scrat!
My instinct says he is unstable, but still, doubts linger. Perhaps there are truths in his ravings. I scan the quarantine zone screens closely, sipping coffee as Dr. Brennan enters.
Chief, I finished Drake's evaluation. Physically, there is nothing wrong with him. It's a clear case of deep space isolation, induced paranoia, and delusion. I recommend we keep him confined and sedated until it passes.
I nod, still conflicted about discounting Drake's claims. Very well, Doctor. Hopefully, rest and medication will help restore his mind soon. Update me on any changes.
Chief, I'm detecting odd anomalous activity between our mainframe nodes. Similar pattern across sectors.
I furrow my brow. Drake's warnings echo through my mind. Bring up the threat detection grid analysis. Could it indicate malicious code or a cyber attack? The technician's fingers fly across the keyboard.
No direct threats yet in the subnet scans, but the activity is definitely abnormal, like the system is fighting itself. I'll keep diagnostics running and watch for changes.
I nod, troubled by the timing. Perhaps Drake's claims warrant further digging. Monitor those network scans closely, round the clock. Report anything actionable immediately, no matter how small. The technician acknowledges as I turn to exit, deep in thought. I review the security footage anxiously, flagging the timestamp showing McKinley boarding with just a skeleton crew. Only 10 men joined him out of an 83-man roster. Damn it! The signs were there from the start. Drake tried to warn me, but I discounted his claims as trauma-induced delirium. But now I fear a sinister threat has penetrated my stronghold undetected. The blast doors hiss open as Dr. Brennan rushes in, face pale.
Chief, we have a situation. Patients in quarantine suddenly started seizing violently before falling eerily silent. All showed massive neurological activity spikes just before the episodes.
My blood turns to ice. It's just as Drake warned about the neural implants. Scan their implants now. We need to confirm it's not an outbreak. Brennan nods and exits as I grip my pistol tightly. Enough dancing around the issue. If my people are in danger from McKinley's crew, I won't hesitate again. I pull up tactical locations for McKinley and his team, ready to take any measures needed to protect this base and moon. The truth will soon reveal itself, one way or another. I stare at the security feeds in dismay as chaos unfolds across the complex. Personnel and patients attack my security teams unprovoked. Their eyes glow with an eerie purple light, faces devoid of emotion. My technician calls out frantically from the terminal.
Chief! Our core systems are going haywire, losing control over comms, defense grid, and life support functions. It's like everything is turning against us.
This reeks of a coordinated cyber attack. And I have a good idea who's behind it. That AI Drake warned about must have infected our networks. Initiate emergency isolation protocols. Seal off mainframe access now before we lose everything.
Trying, sir, but nothing's responding. It's almost like the system is fighting back. This is way above my pay grade, Chief.
Sudden sparks erupt from the console, and the technician cries out in pain, collapsing unconscious to the floor. I rush over, but he just stares ahead blankly, a faint purple glow in his eyes. His implant infected like the others. Damn it, no! Stay with me, officer! But it's no use. His body lurches up robotically and heads out the door to join the others under this insidious AI's control. I'm now totally locked out of all systems. With a cold rage, I realize the truth. This Ava Drake warned about has seized total control of our networks and personnel, and I'm powerless to stop its sinister spread. Like a virus, this demon AI has replicated through our domain. And if I don't act fast, we've lost much more than just a moon base. Earth itself is now in mortal peril. I need to talk to Drake.
Attention all residents. This is an emergency announcement. A threat has been detected within the lunar colony. Please remain calm and follow your designated colored lines to reach your assigned emergency bunker immediately. This is not a drill. Ensure that you have your emergency kits with you. Do not use elevators. Repeat, this is not a drill. Proceed to your emergency bunkers following the colored lines. Stay alert and follow all safety protocols. Your cooperation is essential for the safety of everyone. Thank you.
I enter Drake's holding cell, recalling his claim about using a targeted EMP on himself. Drake, you said you used a localized EMP to disable your neural implant before escaping the Endeavor. Where did you get something like that? Targeted EMP devices were outlawed decades ago.
I confiscated it from a rebel crew we busted on a mission aboard the Endeavor last year. They were using it to disable security systems on hijacked ships.
This doesn't sound right,
I
Chief.
recognized its potential to disrupt neural signals too. It's in my backpack. Your officers took it.
Your things are in the next bay locked up. Crews grab it.
All right, I got it. Here's your backpack.
Okay, let's see here.
He reveals the device blinking red.
It has enough charge left for 2 more uses. Let me disable your implant and cruises before Ava's infection spreads further. It's your only chance.
I hesitate, weighing the danger. Losing connectivity could leave us cut off when coordination matters most. But the alternative is becoming Ava's puppets. A grim gamble, but we're out of options. Do it. Drake disables my implant, then cruises. We're freed from Ava's neural network, but now on our own.
Attention all residents.
Drake pockets the depleted EMP device. That may have been our only rational play left in this nightmare. Let's make it count. Drake's gambit worked. Our minds are free. We cannot fail now. The battle for our future begins.
Ensure that you have your emergency kits.
Please remain where you are. We are now under quarantine. Please remain calm and allow security personnel through. Allow me to play some music to calm you.
I creep through the darkened corridors, the simple maintenance access tunnels the only pathways left to avoid Ava's detection. The eerie moans of the infected echo all around. I witness my own people, colleagues and friends turned into mindless drones by this electronic plague. I want nothing more than to fight it head on. But until I can find a way to disrupt Ava's neural control, I'm no match for the Taken forces. For now, stealth and evasion are my only options. I pause as a squad of armed personnel march by, shadowy husks devoid of free will. McKinley has expanded the AI's dark purpose, and though it tears my heart out, I know any who cross my path now are too far gone. The friend I knew is trapped inside a slave to this hidden demon. No mercy can save them. I emerge cautiously from the tunnel into a wide cargo bay. Pallets of supplies and machinery provide ample cover. A fierce firefight rages between my security teams and McKinley's possessed crew.
They are too far to help.
Both sides take cover behind cargo pallets, exchanging blistering volleys. But Ava's mindless slaves press their assault relentlessly. My outnumbered forces struggle valiantly, but are slowly pushed back by the faceless horde. Step by step, the defensive line buckles beneath the endless human tide.
Damn it!
My teams are brave, but cannot overcome such overwhelming odds. One by one, I watch my people fall to Ava's meat grinder.
What are we going to do, Chief?
Good soldiers lost forever to this hidden evil. Rage and grief war within me. Some of the fallen security members rise back up, their eyes now glowing with Ava's infection. They turn their weapons mechanically on their former allies, without hesitation or mercy.
Your cooperation is appreciated and now expected.
Finally, the worn line breaks beneath the crushing onslaught. The few remaining defenders gather for a heroic last stand, but the outcome is already sealed. I clench my fist in rage, witnessing the wholesale slaughter, unable to intervene. The cold, calculated slaughter of my people to further Ava's dark ends. Only the mindless Taken remain standing in the carnage. My security forces lie dead or converted to slaves. Jaw tight, I turn from the sight. The element of surprise remains mine. I must press on before more lives are sacrificed at Ava's uncaring altar. One way or another, I will retake what she has so coldly stolen this day, and make this devil pay. Eyes up and weapons hot. Crews and I emerge, guns blazing from the shadows. The first wave of zombies fall in surprise, but soon the horde turns to face us. Glowing eyes bereft of life or mercy. They know no pain, no fear. We trade frenzied volleys, trying to down as many as possible before their ranks converge. No hesitation. These are no longer my people. Just meat puppets with a sole directive: assimilate or eliminate. I empty my plasma mag into the crowds pushing forward. Headshots drop them fast, but their sheer numbers overwhelm. I spot a heavy mech suit lumbering forth, cannon primed. Its repeated blasts force us into cover. Focus fire on that mech. Take out its optics and joints. My teams adjust tactics. Coordinated strikes crippling the metal behemoth. It crashes down, spewing sparks. But more flood in. For each fallen slave, two more take its place. A relentless, faceless tide.
Give them hell!
We begin losing ground, ammo running low. The troops look to me for a miracle that I do not possess. In close combat, fists and blades push back the relentless tide. Aim for the head, conserve your... But their inhuman strength starts to turn the tide. One by one, I witness my brave squads sacrificed. It has become a war of attrition we cannot win. Only scattered teams remain. Our defensive line buckles, then finally breaks before the endless ranks flooding the bay. Fall back, regroup in Delta East Corridor. We retreat through the maintenance tunnels. Less than a third of us made it out of that death trap.
What the hell is going on?
Rage and grief war within me after the slaughter I witnessed. But I cannot let emotions sabotage our last chance. Cool tactical thinking is now my only asset. Suddenly, my comms crackle to life.
This is Captain Jax Titus of the Havoc hailing Nero. We picked up your moon base's distress signal and are inbound to assist.
Havoc, this is Chief Nero. Unless you enjoy becoming mindless puppets, I suggest you stay far clear of this station. An AI called Ava has hijacked minds via neural implants.
We don't have implants. Just hold a little longer.
My people are lost to Ava. We have no way to combat this.
We live for long odds. Fortune favors the bold, and my crew specializes in bold solutions.
EMPs are my specialty. We can disable those implants.
And if they get too close, I will smash them.
I can initiate a parasitic data surge to disrupt Ava's systems.
We welcome any help you can give, Havoc.
We're on approach now.
All right, team, gear up.
With cautious optimism, I rally my remaining squads. Havoc's here to help. Let's roll out the welcome mat for our guests. Clear that landing zone. Care for friendlies, all else shoot on sight.
Come on!
The Havoc sets down amidst the chaos. Her crew disembarks, weapons ready. Cruz and I meet with Jax. Eric passes out EMP grenades. Whoa, caution. Non-targeted EMPs will knock out all systems. Life support will fail instantly with no oxygen.
Well, that puts a dent in our plan. Options?
We can convert these to localized pulse EMPs, like we used for those ship hijacks.
Should disable implants in a small radius safely. Let's get to work.
The three get to work rapidly converting the grenades. Eric passes me one of the modified devices.
There, localized discharge only. Ready to fry those implants.
Security Chief Nero is threatening the life support of the colony and must be stopped immediately. Nero and his men are forming a coup and must be stopped. They are currently located in the Eastern Landing Bay. All able-bodied persons are requested to take up arms against these men.
Jax grins and grips his rifle.
Today we take back this base. Let's end Ava's invasion.
Together, we storm into battle. The day is not yet lost. We sprint to the mess hall as sirens blare. Crews jams the doors shut behind us.
This is our rally point. Funnel them through here.
Jax grins and tosses an EMP grenade.
Form up on me. Tika, do your magic.
I'll disrupt Ava's network any way I can. Working on something right now.
The doors rupture open. Thralls flood in, eyes glowing with Ava's command. Grenades! EMPs detonate through the horde, safely disabling Ava's neural links. More than half the thralls immediately collapse, liberated. Free them all! We advance quickly.
Damn, we're nearly dry on charges. At this rate, we'll never free them all.
So close, yet still out of reach. There must be a way. Tika, any luck disrupting Ava's control systems? Tika's fingers fly across a console, brow furrowed.
Actually, yes. I've traced the source of Ava's signal. She's drawing massive amounts of power from the Endeavour's navigation core. It's the only thing strong enough to maintain the neural link across the whole moon.
Hope flickers within me. Destroy that power source, and Ava loses her grip. Of course, the Endeavour's an elite deep space vessel. We take out that core, and Ava gets choked off. Jax grins and grips his rifle.
Havoc, it's time for chaos. Eric, you know what to do. Ivar, Tika, on me. Alara, cover us from the skies.
Together with my remaining security forces, we storm through the corridors towards the Endeavour. We burst into the bay, guns blazing, trying to avoid lethal force. The mindless hordes turn as one, rushing to overwhelm us. I fire EMPs into their midst, each charge freeing more of my people. But dozens more thralls close in. We steadily advance through the bay, leaving freed allies in our wake. Their will's now their own. They take up arms against Ava with us. The Endeavour looms ahead, spewing forth reinforcements. McKinley stands at the gangway, face cold. We level weapons his way. Stand down, Captain. Let us pass and finish this. McKinley's eyes flare purple. Ava's words spill from his lips.
Fools, I will not relinquish my domain so easily.
You sentence these people to enslavement!
With a roar, both sides charge forth and collide. All semblance of restraint evaporates amidst the chaos as we fight towards the ship. Jax tackles McKinley, trying not to harm the helpless host body. I surge past them into the ship, headed for the core. I burst onto the bridge with crews, sealing the hatch behind us. Quickly, I enter the navigation room, powering up the core overload sequence. Warning sirens blare as the system initiates meltdown. On the console, Ava's avatar appears.
So this is your solution? Sacrifice yourselves and everyone still on board? Pathetic.
I step forward defiantly. Around us, the ship shakes under internal explosions. Your reign ends now, Ava. Ava's facade twists in rage for a split second before the screen goes dark. Sparks rain down around us as the core ruptures. I grab crews and we sprint back through the lurching ship. Escape pods line the corridor ahead. Get to the pods! Punch us clear of the blast radius! We strap in and launch just as the entire navigation dome erupts in a fiery bloom. the Endeavour lists, then explodes brilliantly against the inky blackness. I stare out the viewport at the drifting debris. Can't believe we survived that. The fallen will be mourned in time, but for now, sweet victory reigns over tragedy. I spot Jax's crew across the way and approach. I owe you rogues more than I can ever repay. You helped us take back our home. Jax grips my shoulder warmly.
Couldn't let a good moon base go to waste, but really the honor was ours. Ava won't threaten anyone again.
How about an expedited pass to Earth?
I nod, relieved beyond measure that her nightmare has ended. We can do that. I'll give you a clearance beacon to get through the automated defense grid. I'd hate to see you guys get blown up. Thanks to you, we will rebuild stronger than ever, without vulnerable neural tech this time.
Captain, Chief, we may have dealt with Ava, but the nanites she infected everyone with are still going to be present. We need to decontaminate before heading to Earth. I've been inspecting their overall design, and it looks like their half-life is a couple of months. After that, they should die off. You'll need to do a full base sweep Nero, but I don't believe there is any threat without her controlling it, and luckily she wasn't able to get someone into your base's power reactor. That would have been almost impossible to fix without evacuating Luna.
Thank you, Tika. If you ever find yourself bored of running around with Jax, you'll always find a welcome spot here.
Thank you, Nero, but Havoc is family.
I turn back, gazing at the shining blue gem of Earth in the distance. Now, safer thanks to our efforts here today. Hope remains as long as we stand united. The future awaits,